I have seen a lot of people here on YouTube claim that Emerald Tablets of Thoth are not real and that Maurice Doreal is the one who wrote them. Most people who claim that these tablets are fake, they only read them maybe once or twice or maximum 10 times. And to me that is not enough to truly understand the value of these tablets and to truly uncover all the secrets that are hidden in these tablets. So in this video, I will give you 9 extremely solid reasons that will prove that these tablets actually exist. So if we just look at tablet number 3, Key to Wisdom, that tablet alone is extremely powerful. And through these tablets, you will gain a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. But in tablet number 3 especially, you will find practical life lessons and, very important life lessons. And if you follow those lessons, your life will improve a lot. So if you are lost and don't know how to move in life, just read that tablet alone and try to follow those teachings. And trust me, you will see the benefit of it. So basically, tablet number 3 in itself is extremely powerful, and that tablet alone shows you that man who wrote that tablet had a brilliant mind. Okay, let's move on to second point. These tablets were written in a mysterious way, and one thing that is extremely impressive is that these tablets are consistent. They are consistently deep and consistently cryptic and consistently powerful. My point here is that it takes many years of studying to really understand, the deeper meanings of these tablets. So imagine how great someone would have to be in order to write this type of material, to encode these secrets in these tablets. It's not easy to write something that is filled with secrets the way these tablets are, because these tablets constantly engage your mind. So imagine how smart someone would have to be in order to write something that will still engage your mind after you read this material 1,000 times. That in itself is incredible. It's like making a movie that is so good that even after you've seen it 1,000 times, you keep on discovering something new. That achievement in itself is extremely impressive. And that just shows you that this was very advanced consciousness who wrote those tablets. Okay, third point that proves that these tablets were written by Thoth and not Doreal. So these tablets are filled with many powerful concepts. For example, these tablets teach you to look at the world through the chakra system, 7 lords. And once you wake up to deeper meanings of that, it will really blow your mind, because trust me, you will gain much more power. These tablets also teach us about the Lady of Light, how you can use this magical formula. And they also explain how consciousness grows in the universe and how you can go to the next level. They also talk about darker nature of people and that, you will always have bad people around you. So these tablets will give you practical tools. They will teach you how to conquer fears. They will teach you how to deal with people. They will teach you how to understand the universe, concepts like as above, so below. Tablets cover, most important aspects of life. And this just shows you that the writer of these tablets had very advanced mind. Okay, let's move on to my next point. So these tablets talk a lot about pyramids of Giza, and they reveal specific details about the pyramids and the Sphinx. For example, they say that you have to look inside the pyramids for the clues. Giza to me is an extremely magical place, and I had many cool experiences when I went inside the pyramids and just, when I spent time in Giza. So basically, secrets about the pyramids that are written in, the tablets, they actually matched with the pyramids. So if Doreal would be a charlatan, how would he know these secrets about the pyramids? And yes, you could say that he learned that from some other source. Maybe perhaps he had access to, some hidden secret information that we don't have access to. But that in itself would be extremely impressive. Basically, if you are someone who is criticizing Doreal, then you have to explain how this charlatan knew all these secrets about the pyramids, like I said before, if it wasn't for these tablets, I wouldn't look for those secrets. Because it's not like I learned about this somewhere else. No, these secrets that I, discovered when I went to Giza, I learned them through Emerald Tablets. It is very unlikely that, someone just randomly comes up with this stuff. And if you are someone who criticized this whole thing, you need to explain how did he know those secrets about the pyramids. Okay, let's move on to next point, number 5. So if you are someone who is walking this spiritual path and who is looking for, answers, and if you are willing to dig deep to find the truth, once you pick up these tablets and once you start reading them, you will feel, light coming through these tablets. You will just feel that there is something special about these tablets. They will draw you to them. So if you are on a quest for truth, the truth will eventually lead you to these tablets. If you are ready for this, you will feel connection with these tablets. And I know that those people who are connected to these tablets, they cannot, live their lives without these tablets. For example, I've seen many people saying that they either read these tablets or listen to these tablets every day. They even, dream about these tablets or dream about Thoth or have, seen visions and things like that. From a metaphysical perspective, these tablets are very, very powerful. Okay, let's move on to my next point, number 6. One thing that I can say with certainty is that these tablets improve my life. Basically, they shaped my mind and they shaped the way I look at things and the way I think about this reality and about this world. And by changing my thoughts, my life experience changed to the better. For example, these tablets helped me to get rid of my mental blocks. I used to have a lot of limiting beliefs. I used to have a lot of fears and even a lot of anxiety. Overall, these tablets just gave me so much more power. And they also taught me how to move in life, the right way. One way how you can look at this is that these tablets will wake you up. And just like in the movie Matrix, if you study these tablets long enough, you will basically be able to look at the world as being a code. When Neo was in Matrix, when he woke up, instead of looking at life the way he did before, he just saw this code, these numbers. If you study these tablets long enough, you will experience something similar to that. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you here. You basically will rise above an ordinary human experience. These tablets will take you to the next level, depending on where you currently stand. You will go to the, next cycle in your life, because they can wake you up in a way that nothing else can. Let's move on to my next point, number 7. Like I said before, these tablets, they are connected to the pyramids and they will reveal some of the hidden secrets that you can find in the pyramids. And this is not something you recognize immediately. You have to put certain things together and understand, the numbers and certain meanings. But once you wake up to this and once you go to Egypt and once you follow certain steps as described in the tablets, you will most likely have these unbelievable experiences, just like I had. And just to be clear, those type of experiences that I experienced, when I went to Giza, this is not your ordinary experiences that I'm talking about here. And basically, I would not have that type of experience if I wouldn't study Emerald Tablets. It's not like I read about those secrets somewhere else. No, those secrets that led me to those experiences came from Emerald Tablets. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you here. Probably you can experience it without, studying Emerald Tablets, but there is no doubt in my mind that pyramids and Emerald Tablets are connected. And my personal experiences prove that. Let's move on to the next point, number 8. This one is a little funny and little strange, but if you study these tablets long enough, you will gain understanding of symbolism and meanings in Egyptian culture. Basically, the hieroglyphs and meanings of ancient Egyptian religion. And this, for me, is a pure byproduct of studying Emerald Tablets. So, for example, when I see, certain hieroglyphs or certain symbols, I kind of understand the deeper meaning behind them. Because if you study these tablets long enough, you will be able to put things together, put 1 + 1 together. Like, what does the snake mean? And flower of life and things like that. You basically will be able to make certain connections. And once again, this kind of proves that these tablets are real. So I believe that Thoth wrote these tablets, and then before disappearing, he gave these tablets to his priests. And after that, he disappeared, and Egyptian civilization started to decline. But of course, they kept, these teachings as their religion, because we have a lot of different evidence that show us that, they follow these teachings. But of course, slowly but surely, they started to forget how things were at their peak of their civilization. But let's say if you go back 5,000 years ago, you will see that, they followed these teachings and that they made it a religion, just like Thoth said in the tablets. Let's move on to my last point, point number 9. The main purpose of these tablets is to go through this spiritual awakening. And just like tablets say, this life on earth is like a portal to the next level. And once you complete your lessons here, and once you learn, the deeper truths of the universe and the existence here on earth, you will be able to go to the next level. So this is very advanced spiritual stuff. And once again, this is not for everyone. This is for spiritual people who are vibrating on a higher level. But the spiritual teachings that you can find in these tablets are really mind-blowing. They were not written by a fool. They were written by a serious consciousness who went to an extremely advanced level, God-like level. It's like these tablets were written by God. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you here. And once again, this is not something you recognize if you read them once or twice. Those last tablets, they are extremely powerful, and they will really make you look at life totally differently, because it's all about the journey of the soul.